Rocky Long standing by. Good morning, Coach.
Morning, guys.
Coach, how are you today?
Right now, I'm great. How about you?
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're better than ever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Coach, so from training camp into game week preparation, any major difference going on?
Oh, a lot of things. I mean, obviously, they're out of the doldrums of training camp, and they're excited about playing, but mostly we don't do very much against each other anymore. Now it's scout teamwork.
So, Coach, again, we talked last week. We had a chance to come up and visit and walk through the locker room, and I noticed that you guys had a sign on the bulletin board that reminded the players of the last time San Diego State played Cal Poly as a reminder not to overlook these guys. Cal Poly won that game 29-27. How much are you really talking about that this week?
Well, we're not going to talk about it much anymore. I mean, we talked about it a little bit during training camp to remind them, and obviously I didn't have to remind them because there's a bunch of guys on the team that were in that game. They were freshmen and sophomores at the time. Now most of them are juniors and seniors, but they were there. Cal Poly's a good football team. They're playing good enough to beat us, and everybody here realizes that. But this is more about us playing to our potential than it is about the opponent.
And, Coach, that's part of the reason that you probably kept the running back, Ronnie Hillman, out of the scrimmages for the most part, just to kind of keep his legs and keep his health.
Well, yeah, it's running backs get hurt when they get twisted and taken to the ground. Now, Ronnie got beat up pretty good in training camp, but he never got tackled to the ground, even though he got knocked down a few times. You know exactly what I mean by thud. I mean, we thudded him all training camp, and he got beat up, but he didn't get taken to the ground very often.
Yeah, did he get to wear like a red jersey that told everybody don't touch this guy too much?
No, we don't even put a red jersey on Ryan Lindley.
Well, Ryan Lindley is also probably bigger and stronger than everybody else on that team, including offensive and defensive linemen.
Well, I don't know about our offensive linemen, but he's as big and strong as our defensive linemen are.
So we're talking to Rocky Long, and before you know it, it's kickoff to the Aztec football season. Cal Poly this Saturday at Qualcomm Stadium. And that's game one. Game two, they're playing at Army. And then you got some really interesting games, obviously leading up to September 24th and playing at Brady Hoke and at Michigan. Coach, what are you doing as far as wide receivers? We talked a little bit about this last time. Can you tell us, has anybody stepped up?
Well, yeah, I've been waiting for someone to have a good day, and the wide receivers had a real good day or Sunday night. They had a real good day, first real good day they've had the whole training camp. So as a whole, they looked much, much better. I don't think one guy has stood out, but it gave you a little bit of hope on Sunday that maybe we're going to have some guys perform well this Saturday.
I'm sure that Ryan is relieved to know that a couple of guys stepped up, so he'll have somebody to throw the ball to.
Well, he threw about 5 or 6 deep balls the other day that were caught. Guys got behind the defense, and they actually caught the ball this time, so I'm sure that made him pretty happy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Coach, are there going to be offensive sets where you got so many talented tight ends where 2 or 3 tight ends might be in the game at the same time?
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's probably the most people will say. That there's going to be 2 all the time almost, and there's going to be some three tight end sets, maybe even a 4 tight end set once in a while.
Coach, you've told us a little bit about defensively rotating guys in. How many guys will play on this defense? I mean, like consistently be ready to go. Is it 22 guys? Is it 33 guys?
Well, it's not. It's anywhere from 22 to about 25. This week it's probably going to be 25. We give them a substitution rotation that they know going into the game. If one kid's better than the other kid, it'll be a 6 plays to 3 play rotation. They do it on their own. It doesn't matter where the ball is. It doesn't matter what time of the game it is. They substitute themselves. And Cal Poly is now a no-huddle offense, so we think that helps those kids getting themselves in and out without a coach having to tell them.
I don't know that I've ever seen a team run it like that, Coach. Where did you come up with that idea where the guys are controlling, who's ready to be taken out and who's ready to be replaced?
Well, we did that probably 10 or 12 years ago because we had quite a few players that had equal ability. And so we started playing them equal number of reps, and it got hard for the coaches to keep track. So we experimented for about 2 or 3 games, and it worked really, really well, and it really helps practice because every kid really works hard to get prepared. We always have fresh bodies in there. The guys stand on the sidelines and they're into the game. They watch what's going on because they know they're going in anytime real soon. The only thing that messes it up if someone gets injured, and then we have to adjust the substitution pattern. But it's worked really well for about 11 years.
All right, we're talking to Aztecs head football coach Rocky Long. Coach, can you just do us this favor? Scout Cal Poly for us. Obviously, you've been watching what they did last year. What can you tell us about them?
Well, right now, since it's game week, I'm a little nervous. We don't know what they're going to do. Last year, they were a triple option team, a lot like Navy. They spent a lot of time, the coaching world, there's no secrets. They spent a lot of time with Oregon in the off season. And then if you read online and read the newspaper from up there, they're doing both. They're running the triple option, they're running the spread option, they're running the spread passing game, and they're doing it all no huddle. And they're bragging about how fast they can get plays off, how many plays they can run. So it makes you kind of nervous because you don't know what to prepare for. So we're trying to prepare for everything, but we're going in the game kind of blind.
Right, but Coach, I mean, talent for talent. Shouldn't we assume that San Diego State has more than Cal Poly?
Well, I mean, people will assume that. I don't think that's necessarily true because of what's happened the last two times they were down here. And they have two running backs that were Division I transfers. One we had here at San Diego State that didn't get academically eligible, so he's up there, and he would have been maybe the starting running back last year. Of course, then we might not have ever seen Ronnie Hillman, but he was brought in to be the starting running back here. If you look at their offensive line, they're all seniors. They're all as big as our guys. There are some of that division teams that can beat Division I teams, and it happens all the time, and those teams usually end up in the playoffs in their division.
All right.
So what is your approach, Coach, when you're going against an offense that has that no huddle and they just want to go as fast as they possibly can?
Well, we're trying to be simple.
Yeah.
I mean, we try to simplify our whole defensive scheme so that we don't get outnumbered or caught off guard. And then our players, we practice going fast. I mean, we go without a huddle, and we got two groups going at them, two scout teams going at them. And so we're practicing for it, but you never know exactly how it's going to work until you get in the game.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. Saturday night, Cal Poly visits San Diego State, and this is going to be an interesting home schedule here when you got like Washington State coming from the Pac-10, and then you got to go on the road to play Michigan, and it all starts with Cal Poly Saturday night. Rock, appreciate it. Good luck. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Rocky.
Guys, have a good day.
You too.